Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For the newcomer and those who are coming for the first time and who fall into this video, welcome to my channel. My name is Leticia and I am African. Okay, I'm from a country in Africa because Africa is not a country, it's a continent. Okay, and I come from one country of this continent. Okay, today this is the title. And I think it's not going to be addressed to you people, but to African government. My word today is, please, African government, really, we want you to care about lives. When I say that, it's serious. There are so many things that happen in our countries that make no sense that in 2025, we still have to struggle with the same thing, okay? To those who were here before, I had a live where I talk about show me the change that you see in Africa, because there are people who think that there is a change, and I say there is no change. There is no change yet. For the change to happen, you have to see the main thing, okay? The main thing of changes, okay? I don't know how to say that. What is it that I believe that there is no change yet? It's not because you have one leader who's trying his best. It's when the change, how we know, is when one, Africa will be united, like European Union is united, like European Union is European Union. Africa will be Africa, okay? Africa will be Africa as united for the most important thing. When African Union will be able to make important decisions in situation of crisis, okay? Like for example, what is happening now again for decades in Congo, Goma. No, I'm not from Congo DRC, but I am African and I'm concerned about what is happening there, because a place somewhere, a threat somewhere, like Martin Luther King say, is a threat also everywhere. I will put the quote somewhere. I don't have the quote here, okay? Because what is happening between the Rwanda and Congo makes no sense, and the silence of African leaders in general is deafening, and the silence of the international community of what is happening there in Congo DRC is deafening, okay? It's just beyond too much for me. It shows that there is a lot behind this conflict that has been going on for years. But what am I going to talk about? Africa government and African in general should care about life. I give you, last time I had a live video and I talk about how there are so many things that still today we don't have, and we still don't have, and it doesn't make us feel uncomfortable. It doesn't even shock us. So life for us, it's almost like nothing, okay? People die, that's it, we don't care. I will show you two different cases, okay? For example, before I go to these cases, when you go to Europe, or even when you go to America, I know healthcare, for example, is very expensive, I'm not gonna lie. But when you go to some countries like France or some countries in Europe, the first thing that people do is they don't care about who you are. They don't care about where you are coming from. They don't care if you have money or not. What they care about is to save your life. Am I lying? When you go there, they start first by taking care of you medically spoken. But in Africa, when you go to hospital, in most of the countries, I don't say all the countries, but most countries that I know, they will ask you if you have money to be able to afford the care. Sometimes if you start paying something, they can start and they will stop if you don't do the rest of the payment. Even in the middle of the treatment, they can stop you right there. And if your health is going to degrade, they don't care. In that sense, I say Africans and African government should care about lives. Lives is very important. You will never see, okay, that countries like in Europe or in America will not care about lives. It's only in Africa. Even in Asia, they care. They do the best they can. But in Africa, I've barely seen that we really care about life. Why? Because you don't do anything in order to make people's lives better. And it is not acceptable because you are in 2025. It doesn't make any sense. I will give you two examples. A recent example now, and I will talk about my own experience as a person who was at the hospital in my country, and I will show you how people don't care about life. And it revolted me because I think that experience was very important, because usually when people talk and people complain, you think they are complaining too much sometimes for those who still have eyes open, because there are many who have closed eyes and those who are accept to be there in this situation. But when you live, you experience yourself the situation, then you have more compassion. Okay? So there was a ship that I want to show, because I try to see if there is something has been done by the new government. Okay? And as you can see here, it's been 10 months since the new government, and 10 months after all this situation happened, how people die in sinking boat, and the boat sank like Titanic, and people died in the sea. Few people got alive, and I will show you how they got alive. Mind that you are in 2023 or 2024. Look what they have, okay, to save people. I don't blame the people who are doing the job, because they do what they can do, okay? But see this person here, she's already traumatized, because all night she was trying to struggle to stay alive. And you see, if you see carefully, she has blood. She was hurt, okay? And these people are trying the best they can. Look, this is a boat for immigration. Those people are supposed to be the safeguard, the safe board costs. You say that? Look, the equipment and what's happening. Okay, so this is 2023. Okay, and last time I showed you a video of Baywatch 1990, early 1990s. Okay, I'll put it here again. I will show you. Okay, because sometimes we like to blame some people. I understand, we like to blame the wife, not to blame everybody, but you know, we will talk about it. See here, Baywatch was released, I don't know when. Now, how do you see the change? And why do I say that we don't care about lives? This is a simple example. So you have think that after such tragedy that hasn't happened in my country for years, for decades, that tragedy was very, very violent for us. But you will have thought that, you will think that people will be sitting, authority will be sitting to talk about it and say, oh my God, we have to gather and find and pay for what is very urgent for them, for us, that it never happened again. Never. So what they happened, they came, it was 10 months ago, it's here, I'm going to put it here. And because I was curious to know what's happened for the people, the victim and family of those who died. Then they say they want to do little memorial, and they will see what to do. The memorial, they need memorial? No. There was one family of the victims, or those who died, who say that we need to know the reason why what happened. We need to have answer. You heard? She need to have answer, and we need justice. Why justice? Because that night when the boat sank, the crew, okay, the people who were in charge, the captain of the boat, of the ship, sorry, and the crew were assisting, of the passengers, all of them disappeared. They jumped out, they left, a little ship, they left. So all the people who were inside, the victim, died. They were literally like in the Titanic. Few of them survived. You have women who testify that she had to walk to, because some of them didn't know how to swim. Imagine you have in the sea, the big sea, okay? So me, as a person who is representing the government in my country, if you were elected, if I was a president, okay, or if I was in charge of this kind of situation, I would have had an emergency meeting and apologize to the family first and say, what can we do? Because we know that our country has money, because we see the lifestyle of these people when they leave, when they go abroad. They have a very high lifestyle. Why don't you just leave this money and use this money for the right thing? I don't know. Because the truth is, African, we are not people of compassion. We don't love each other. That's it. So I will have this meeting done and I will see what to do. If we can order, if you can call to get this kind of material as soon as possible, that it never happened. That we will see the team of rescue of the Coast Guard, I don't know how you call them, to do the job, to review whatever they have, the material, the equipment. We will see all that. It never happened. The only thing they thought about is to do a memorial. What do I do a memorial? I need to know what happened. A captain of the boat, a captain of a ship who ran away, where have you seen it? That captain must be going to the court and respond for his action. Never a captain leave the ship. First, he always has to leave the ship. The last, even if he has to die in the ship, we know it's the rule for them. But you remember what happened in Italy? There was a captain of a cruise, a big boat of cruise. I don't know how you call them. This big boat. You remember what happened when that big boat of cruise sunk, and this captain, it was in Italy. He left the passenger. He left everybody. He left. What happened? People were searching for him. People were searching for him. That he has to be. How can you leave the people, the victim of your ship, of your boat? You know. That's why I said the mindset is not there. Our mindset is way back behind. We are too backward behind. We have to wake up. So African government, we really need to think about life. Life are important. It's not about having money. You know, money and materials, you can have many of them. But you saw that the foremost other president in Africa, we saw how they were living the high life, the perfect life. And what happened when they died? They left everything. And what happened? What happened? These stuff are now, everybody go to sleep in these places. You saw